We must get rid of the production of raw. I banned the export of minerals from Uganda and Kosovo. I banned them. Piga marufuku. In one of our documents in Addis Ababa, we had talked of Africa producing what it does not consume and consuming what it does not produce. They had put that as a summary in one of the documents of the African Union. Then the agents were going in the corridors, what Mufaji, no mineral will come from Uganda if it's not processed. You wait until I go away, you can steal the minerals, but not now. I banned this export of unprocessed minerals in 2012. My young brother, His Excellency Ruto, I forgave him and gave him some little iron ore for, I think, 2 or 3 years, because I've got a lot of iron ore, one of the best in the world. I told him, His Excellency Ruto's man, Muindi wa hapa Kenya, you come and build the steel factory in Uganda at the iron ore. Oh, yeah. I've already built in Mombasa. So I said, okay, because of my young friend, I give you some iron ore for 2 or 3 years. But come and put the factory here. Now you can imagine akili ya watu wenu, my civil servants. An Indian wanted to take that iron ore to India. Imagine. Iron ore in our language is called obtare, but it is soil. Black soil, if you see it, it is soil. To take that to India and do what? Pay your wonderful people $47 per ton. Our iron ore is the purest in the world. It is 70% pure. So you need like 1.5 tons to make a ton of steel. Now, a ton of steel costs $700. Somebody gives you $47 on your wealth, the wealth of your people, and he gets $700 from it. And all the jobs, your children have no jobs. Watoto wa Wahindi wanafanya wampata kazi. I can't be part of that treachery. So I banned. There will be no export of unprocessed minerals from Uganda. So there's no business. What do you mean there's no business? So when I banned them, they are flocking in now. They have opened 7 gold refineries. 7 gold refineries. They are there. Because I banned. The other day I was opening a tin refinery. You can imagine this tin, and Samia may know where we were, the power station. Both sides, the Uganda side and the Tanzanian side, that is all tin. But all this time, imagine, since the British were here, they were taking, walikuwa wanachukua mawe tu, stones, because tin in nature is a stone, looks like a stone. So they take that. And they give my people $11 per kilo. And they take it to cleverer people. For the cleverer people, they get $32. My people got 11, those people get $32. And all the jobs. So when I was opening the factory, I was asking the refinery, I was asking them, this boy who opened the factory is a Canadian. I was asking them, huyu Mkanada ameleta umeme wake? Has this Canadian brought his own electricity? No. Anatumia umeme wa kwetu. Ameleta maji yake ya factory? No. Anatumia maji yetu. Internet anatumia ya nani? Ya kwetu. So, out of the $32, much of that money will remain in Uganda. Pay for the raw material, pay for the electricity, pay for the water, all that remains in Uganda. So, what does, first of all, my African brothers and sisters say about this hemorrhage of Africa? Hemorrhage. Echikurukuto, we call it in Uganda. This hemorrhage must stop. The crisis you see in these countries is because of stagnation of the last 60 years since independence. The population is increasing, the economies are not increasing. What do you expect? So with these few words, Your Excellencies, what do I say? Merci beaucoup.
Wow, what a speech from the President of Uganda. And this is what we need to see now in Africa, where our leaders are now decided to take the grid, to take the role, or to take the responsibility to fulfill, firstly, our countries and the continent as a whole, not for the masters, not for the Western world. What President Museveni said is definitely true, and I appreciate his words, and that's why I decided to share it with you, because we now need to stop exporting our raw material. We need to export a finished product. And they say that he banned the exportation of minerals from Uganda. So Uganda must export the finished goods, not raw material. And this is what being doing for the Western countries of Africa. We see there in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger now have joined in the track of what Museveni driving for a long years. Not only in minerals, but also we need to see in many resources that Africa we need to stop exploiting as a raw material. Let us make it in final product. Let us export finished goods, and by exporting that, we'll see the value of our resources. You know, many times that Africa, we're saying that Africa is a rich continent, but we don't see where our wealth working, because each year, each African country still having a debt in IMF. So our resources, we say this is the rich continent. Which sectors is our minerals or is our resources help us? We're just giving ourselves that example from Asian countries or from America, from French. You see, French have huge amount of gold reserve, while French there is no gold mining. This is a problem. So President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, what he's saying is true, that Africa now we need to stop this nonsense of exporting raw material. We need to export a final product as we export. And at the beginning of his speech, you heard say that Africa consumes what not producing and produce what not consuming. This is simple. You can hear it as a simple, but has a huge meaning that Africa now we need to stop what we need. We need to stop this. We need to start exporting the finished goods. Even our clothes, we see even cars, even these planes, the technology that we see in the world, the resources are from Africa. So how can we, Africa, be in the same situation more than 5 years, more than 500 years, while each and everything that we see was used is from Africa? Let us start the tenders of reducing this exporting raw material and start. Let us stop, not only reducing, let us stop exporting this raw material and start manufacturing it here in our continent of Africa. We can do it by this means, this way. For those who want certain raw material in Africa, allow them to build industry here in Africa, in a certain country that which raw material needs, and then allow him to process all things that need to be done in that material. By doing that, we will create more jobs in our continent, and the value that we always receive from exporting raw material will increase, because each and everything now be done in the continent, and only will be exported is finished goods. So this is the only way that we can handle this if we don't have the ability to build industry. But I don't believe that Africa has no ability to build anything that we need to build in Africa, because we have each and everything. You see, we have sometimes we say we don't have in this electricity, but you see, now I'm talking while the sun shines on me. So we have each and everything in Africa, but we don't have the leaders who decides to do it as who decide. We don't have the leaders who can make it into reality. But the speech from President MUSEVENI goes directly to the leaders who will decide to make the continent great again. So this is what I want to share with you, brothers and sisters. I don't have many to speak, and please share this speech to many as you can, in order to make the Africa that we want. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos. If you didn't subscribe, now it's your time. The Africa we want, the only way we can do it by uniting our people, uniting our people and each and everything. Thanks for watching.